powered arrows, and you can see visually that Hill is inching up on the Ferrari and inching away from Eddie Irvine with the yellow flashes. Hakkinen, Villeneuve, Frentzen, David Coulthard, then there's a gap. Johnny Herbert is in 8th position, there he is, he's ahead of both the Benettons. Of Alesi, 9th, and Berger 10th.
And a new fastest lap there for Damon Hill, 1:19.6, a new fastest lap.
Well, if Damon doesn't turn another wheel in this race, he has done magnificently to start from 3rd on the grid and to get that 2nd position by passing Jacques Villeneuve at the start. What could have gone wrong with the Williams or with the way Villeneuve took it off the grid?
Well, it looked to me as if he did bog down. When you're trying to resist too much wheel spin, which is the problem on the right-hand side of the track here, often you overcompensate, and that's far worse. The engine bogs down, you have to dip the clutch, recommence your start procedure, and these things take off like scolded cats. A guy starting 10th on the grid's doing over 100 miles an hour before he passes the pole position start man where he started the race from. So you can imagine they just stream past you, and you have to dip the clutch and really get the revs back up, and then you tend to spin the wheels too much after that.
I have been longing to talk about this. I never expected to be able to do so, but we've got 3 world champions in this race, and you're looking at them now. Yes, I know what I'm saying. Michael Schumacher has been champion twice, Damon Hill has been champion once, and Damon Hill has halved the gap. He's more than halved the gap. And now Schumacher is coming up on a tail ender. I think it's Morbidelli in the Sauber, but Damon Hill is closing on the Ferrari. I say again, Michael Schumacher is in a car that is entirely new to him as far as race running is concerned. He's had a few laps in it in the warm-up this morning. Damon Hill, of course, has been working very patiently on the setup of his car, and there's another difference between these two. Michael Schumacher is using Goodyear tyres. Damon Hill is using Bridgestone tyres. The battle between the two tyre manufacturers is just as great as it is between the car constructors, and the Bridgestones are said to be particularly good in the heat.
Well, they do seem more durable. Earlier on in the year, they performed very well in the race. They tended to be slightly off the pace in qualifying on those occasions because they're harder, less immediate grip, but more overall durability. I sat with Damon not 40 minutes ago, and he is so cool. We were chatting away about the pictures of Lady Di in the newspapers today. He's completely relaxed.
He certainly sounds as though he is, but he certainly doesn't look it now. Just look. Damon now right under the rear wing of Michael Schumacher's Ferrari. Damon, who has won 21 Grand Prix in his life. Michael Schumacher, who has won 25.
And that's Villeneuve trying to go around the outside of... No, he didn't make it. Sorry, it's Villeneuve and Irvine. He's got through. Passed him at turn 3. Irvine had to get off the gas, and there you have it.
Yeah, and so what about Mika Hakkinen? Well, we'll keep an eye on, but the producer is quite rightly watching this battle for the lead. We haven't seen one like it for a long time. Shades of 1994. Remember, Schumacher won the World Championship. Damon Hill was 2nd. It went right down to the wire in Adelaide with that memorable coming together, and they've had others. Well, now they are at it again. Schumacher leads. Damon Hill is 2nd. Eddie Irvine in the 2nd Ferrari. Let's look back and see where we see him. No, it's Hakkinen. Hakkinen is up into 3rd place. We've missed that, but Hakkinen is up into 3rd place ahead of Irvine, and Villeneuve has passed the Ferrari too, so presumably Eddie Irvine has got a problem.
Well, I think he may have made a mistake. That's allowed Hakkinen through, we believe, and then allowed Villeneuve to take a run at him. So bad news there for Eddie, and bad news for Michael Schumacher too. And yes, Irvine, they're getting ready for him. He's coming in the pit lane, so maybe he's had to come in together with somebody. Here he is now. He's at his pits right now.
There he is, into the pits, and there's new wheels and tyres going on. That will happen automatically. Fuel goes in as well, so they've topped up now. That's going to change the strategy, whatever it was. I can't imagine why he stopped, can you?
Well, unless it was a puncture. His tyres looked okay when the brief shot I saw of them, so maybe he had a slow puncture.
So we're now on lap 10 in this 77-lap race. The first 5 are together because Frentzen has closed now right up on Jacques Villeneuve, and David Coulthard isn't far behind them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them go through. That's how close it is between Coulthard in 6th position and Michael Schumacher, who is leading. There are only 3.9 seconds.
And Johnny Herbert's going to join the back of this queue anytime soon. Michael Schumacher is going to hold up this train, and we're going to see a lot of good manoeuvring, but then eventually it'll move over for frustration, and somebody will have a stab and there'll be a swap around, because this is what happens there. You have to follow the leader, but sooner or later you say, right, I've got to make a move now or never. And look how quick Hill is coming out of that last corner.
Yes, Damon Hill almost looked as though he nudged the Ferrari. Move over, you can feel him saying in the cockpit, I'm going through, and Damon Hill leads. Oh boy, Damon Hill goes into the lead of the Hungarian Grand Prix. Lap 11, Damon leads again in Hungary, and what is more, he has done something that the others may find very, very difficult indeed, because Michael Schumacher is undoubtedly holding everybody up, and he's going to be coming in, we do believe, but Damon Hill has got past him, and Häkkinen in 3rd position cannot, as you can see. Villeneuve is 4th, Frentzen is 5th, Coulthard is 6th, Johnny Herbert is coming right up with them in 7th place.
Bad news for Damon that Michael Schumacher's coming in, because all weekend Damon has been very, very fast in the last section of the lap, and that got him underneath the rear wing. There's a smoking Mercedes-Benz engine in Häkkinen's car. Damon's got it underneath his rear wing, got a super tow, and then an incredibly brave manoeuvre. And remember when he last tried that on Michael Schumacher, he turned into him in Adelaide and he lost the World Championship. But he pulled it off this time, and now he's just racing away from them. But bad news for him if Schumacher comes in the pits. But hang on, they're taking Schumacher's tyres away back into the garage. That's great news for Damon.
Now, if I had said to you who is going to be leading the Hungarian Grand Prix on lap 12, would you have said Damon Hill? You would have been a very brave man if you had.
But look, he's taking 3 seconds a lap out of the chasing pack now, just because Schumacher's in the way. So the longer it takes them to pass Schumacher, the better. But Damon's 3 seconds a lap faster at the moment.
And it could well be that he's going to be making 1 stop less, but we've got news from James Allen in the pits.
Yeah, just to clear up this Ferrari tyre situation, Murray, Eddie Irvine did not have a slow puncture. It was just a badly balanced set of tyres that weren't working on his car. Now, that's the problem also they thought that Schumacher had. A second ago, the mechanics came out and they were all set. Tyre covers are off, fuel hoses ready for Michael Schumacher, who I understand is on a 3-stop strategy, by the way.
Häkkinen is in trouble. We've seen puffs of smoke from the McLaren's Mercedes engine. There he is. The man who was in 3rd position is now touring back to the start. And Jacques Villeneuve moves up into 3rd position as Mika Häkkinen retires the McLaren Mercedes. And Damon Hill leads by 5 seconds. 5 incredible seconds. I can hardly believe my eyes as I watch this happening before them.
Well, he looks somewhat calmer than you, Murray, I have to say, and he's doing a super job out there. But I understand your excitement, because this is looking good, and we know his tyres have a good durability, and we think he is only 2 stopping.
Yeah, and Damon is at home. He's leading a race. He knows how to do it. He's been there before. He's won 21 times. Behind him, Schumacher's won more races, but look where he is now. Behind him, Jacques Villeneuve has won races, but not as many as Damon. He hasn't got the experience. And Damon Hill is not only leading, but he's pulling away. He's just made the fastest lap of the race, 1 minute 19.6.
Look, here's Villeneuve coming up the inside of Schumacher, the same the move that Damon Hill put on him. He's so slow out of the last corner. He's a sitting duck at the end of the straight, and now Villeneuve will run and hide from that little gaggle.